welcome everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 20th of November. Now I am here with my doggos. I've got Sprocket here and there's Sophie saying hello with her tail. Say hello to everybody, So. Oh, Sophie. She's a ding dong, isn't she? She's got her camouflage gear on again today. Oh, they're funny puppies. They really are. Sprocket is improving still by the day, so I have actually got him booked into the vets again on Thursday, just in case he needs antibiotics, in case there is an injury or something to his intestines or something. I'm not sure, but look, he's improving. He's improving a lot. Every day I would say he's getting better, but you just don't know. So we sort of figured maybe some antibiotics might help kick him along. I don't know, guys, but anyway. Oh, it's awful when your pets are sick, isn't it, guys? But thank you for all your beautiful well wishes with Sprocket as well and your kind thoughts about my doggos, because they are a funny, funny pair. Welcome if you are new to my channel. Cheers, everyone. I had to grab a McCafe coffee this morning because my daughter wanted hotcakes, and they make quite yummy hotcakes, I've got to say. And I did give Sophie and Sprocket a little bit. I'm so soft, I can't not. Anyway, but they've been so good on their diet, so if a little treat, as we all know here, doesn't hurt now and again. Don't forget, guys, to subscribe if you haven't. Hit those like buttons, guys, and please feel free to comment down below. I do get back to you guys. It takes me a day or two sometimes, but I do get there in the end, so bear with me. I haven't really got any admin from down under. That's unusual. I think Elbow's back in the country, so it's all just back to boring old politics now, isn't it? Or implementing his, the snakes and ladders game, wasn't it? I was talking about yesterday, climbing their ladder in the game of the Global Elite Snakes and Ladders game. Okay, now remember I do my 2 viewer readings at the end of each video. Yesterday I did Civ Afelt and K. I did you, letter K. At K -IR5BM, if you want to know who that is. And I've got 2 more to do today, so I'll be pulling those cards at the end. All right, guys, enough of me chatting. Let's get started and see what comes up. Cheers, everybody. Oh, no, they're showing me the great big circus tent. We often get the picture of the circus tent here because a lot of us on this channel call this whole global reset the clown show. And it has been like really a circus event that's been going on. So now I'm getting the old, I'm getting someone on the booth out the front calling everyone to step up. It's actually showing me, hey, Sprock, good boy. Oh, he looks a bit brighter, don't you think? He's lifting his head up. Sophie, the good girl. She's always got to get the attention. Oh, you're a good boy, aren't ya? And I'm getting Trudeau's out the front, Turdo, on this little stand with the megaphone saying, step right up, come and see the show, come and see the show. And I'm seeing the big circus curtain, like the entrance to the circus tent being open, wide open. They want people to pour through now and to just come and see the show. And we know the show is the great big reset agenda show. Oh, I'm not seeing the cues lined up really though in this visual. I'm seeing the odd person just, hi Sprock. Oh, here's so, there she is. She's a ding dong. Trying to get the attention, you know, because we're talking about Sprocket. He does look better, don't you think, guys? Oh, Sprocky. Oh my God. So I am getting that. They're trying to get people into and involved in the clown show. But people aren't coming. See, people aren't coming. It's almost like the tickets are too expensive or people just can't fit it into their life, you know. And I would say, really, a lot of people just don't want to because people are seeing through the giant circus clown show event that really it's not that entertaining. It's almost saying, it's almost like, oh my God. I'm getting that the guides are saying that it's getting very bad reviews. Yes, it's getting very, very bad reviews, like a very bad movie. People aren't stepping right up. It's got Trudeau out the front on the loudspeaker. Step right up. Come this way to the greatest show on earth. Everyone's just like, it's showing me like they're at this big fair or something and their tent's over in the corner sort of, and everyone's just walking past going, I don't think so, mate. I don't think so. It's showing us people walking past just ignoring him on this megaphone. Oh my God. But that's what I'm getting. It's like a bad movie. It's getting very bad reviews. This circus show, clown show, is getting very bad reviews. And people aren't stepping right up to participate and go and see this show. It's a little overpriced and it's really not that entertaining is what I'm getting. So the little people, peasants and Lego people are just walking on by. And I'm getting that song, of course I am. Walk on by. Dun, dun, dun. When you come along, it's so don't let it be. London, you're gone. Just walk on by. Do 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 do. So everybody's just walking on by. It's great. They're turning their back on the clown show. Which is the Great Reset here if you're new. Maybe look it up if you're not sure what we're talking about. So I am getting that people aren't interested. See, when something gets bad reviews, for example, we could say the Rachel Zegler Snow White remake that's that woke that no one wants to go and see it. And a lot of the Disney movies have been very woke. I think it was Little Mermaid. There's a few other things they made that was like, got a tad off the storyline and went a bit out there. People don't want it. So they're just examples of that. Well, people don't want the clown show either. They don't want to be dictated to. They don't want to be told any more lies anymore. They don't want to be deceived anymore. I keep telling you, we know Trudeau's the biggest liar ever out, Turdo. But look at Elbow. I keep telling you guys, he made all these promises, got voted in, delivered nothing. All he's done is turn people's lives upside down. Promise the world. This is what they all do. And then you've got to remember someone like Sushi, he didn't even get voted in by the people. So people aren't just jumping on board. They're not buying their tickets and lining up for the clown show anymore. It's awesome. All right, let's keep going. I'm getting a message for us, guys, and it's saying find the path that leads you home. Find the path that leads you home. And we're kind of getting that. It's that, I guess you could say it's like the yellow brick road image. But for us, it's like the green brick road. It's like nature, healthy vibes. I'm just getting that, follow the green brick road. And I'm getting that song, the green, green grass of home. Is that Engelbert Humperdinck? He sings the green, green grass of home. Well, they all stop believing. Anyway, I'm getting that song, Green, Green Grass of Home. We've got to keep staying on the green path because it'll lead us home. We've just got to keep staying. It's staying true to yourself, but it's also this natural healing path. When you think of greenery, you do think of health and well-being. You think of anyone who drinks green juices. I know, Chris, you drink some of these. My girlfriend Sandy does too. I'm not big on green juices personally. I struggle with the green. Sometimes I will have them if they're a bit sweet with coconut and that in them. But this is what I'm saying. It's like a detox. It's like a health image is what I'm getting. It's like the green juice. Keep following the green, the green path, as in, well, it's like the yellow brick road, but it's the green brick road. And it'll lead us home. So keep staying on and what they're saying is about being healthy. It's not just about being healthy. I mean, that really helps if you're eating clean and you're aware of your fitness and your mental health and all these kind of things. That all, of course, goes in conjunction and goes together. But what the guides are saying is that this is about your integrity, your superpower that you have inside, which is, as we talk about here, always the intuition, the guidance, listening to your messages that you're receiving on the old antenna. That's how you stay on the green path. It's a high vibe path is what I'm getting. High vibes. High vibe frequency that's leading us home. It's leading us home. And when you think of home, not only is our home our haven here for most of us on this channel, but it's our home, our inner sanctuary. It's that peaceful place that we find called home within ourselves. That's what I'm getting. for us, there's no real turbulent times ahead. Like, we're not going to go through all this crazy stuff that we've been through in the last 4 years. It's not going to happen. So I think we've also got to remove it's like anticipation and fear a little bit of what might be to come. We've got to stop that, because that's not going to happen anymore. We're not vibrating at that frequency anymore. We've lifted. It's like they're showing me our green path going along, and then it's lifted to another level. It's like there's a retaining wall with steps, and we've gone up this retaining wall with steps, and we're moving along into the next level. This is what we're doing, because we keep growing and expanding. So we're not ever going to go backwards. We're never going to go backwards to the turbulent times, tumultuous times, the confusing times. We're not going to go back there, because we're choosing to move forward. We're forging our own path, is what I'm getting. We're forging our own path forward. And I think most of us here could say that we are. We no longer feel little and belittled. I feel like we know definitely during the beginning of the Pick Your Jab wheel, we were certainly, a lot of us here, majority of us here, were belittled. If you wouldn't get the picky wheel, for example, just an example, you would, say, lose your job, you would lose friends, you would lose family. It was a tough time, but we've risen. It's like we've vibrated out of that old body and into the new one. And this is where we get the snake skin analogy all the time. When you expand, excuse me, guys, spiritually, you outgrow that skin and you have to shed it. So you shed a part of you and leave it behind. Then you move to the next level. Then you move to the next level. It's showing me like a backyard that's got these different levels to it. And we keep going up. We keep going up. We don't slip back down, because we keep moving forward. We know that this is about shedding old wounds, old resentments, old hurts, and we leave them behind, like the snake skin. We just shed it and move on. And I think that's the one thing I could say that we've all probably really mastered now is, I would say, the letting go. One of you, I'm trying to think who it was. Was it you, Taffy? Oh, I can't remember. Sorry, guys. I've done so many readings lately. Had the anchor on the wall. Was it Angie? Oh, sorry, guys. Sometimes I get muddled up. The anchor on the wall as your trophy on the wall, and an achievement. But we've all pretty much achieved this. We've all we're not anchored to the past anymore. We've all left it behind. So we can keep moving forward. We know how to drop the backpacks of emotions and burdens. That's what I keep saying. And we move to the next level. We move to the next level. We move to the next level. So keep going, guys. That's what the growth and expansion is that we're all going through. And I do feel we're no longer stuck. Despite the aches, pains and ailments physically that we're all going through, which can be pretty bad. I've got to say, I was pretty bad on the weekend, guys. I was really bad. And I know that you guys, thank you for all your feedback, guys, and sharing that with me, that you guys are struggling too, because it makes me not feel so crazy and alone in this. I don't even know what it was. What it is. Physical expansion, I'm guessing. You feel quite debilitated sometimes. And it's almost like it slows you down, doesn't it, in some weird way? Maybe the universe is doing that, slowing us down. Maybe we've always been really racy thinkers and very busy people. I would say most of us probably have. We're probably achievers. We achieve a lot. But for some reason, we've all been put here and forced to slow down, which, of course, if you think about it, gets you back into your thinking mind and your spiritual place, because you have to start living from a more spiritual, conscious awareness, because that's where your strength lies now. And that's probably what the awakening is. It's about the spiritual body, not the vessel that we're walking around inside of. That's just what I'm getting. All right, let's keep going. God, I'm getting England's hurting. We got this song the other day by R.E.M. I'm sure it's R.E.M. Everybody hurts sometimes. Well, England's going through a lot of hurt. I really feel like you are. There's a lot of traumas from the past. We know you've got the huge Palestine-Israel marches. They're massive. But everybody's starting to hurt. See, financially. See, sushi hit hard. And the reality is people are waking up because of that now. People started investigating, you know, what's the Euler's tracking systems? Why are there 15-minute cities? Why, you know, why are we going to be a cashless society? There's a lot of things kind of all happening at once. So she hit a lot of people all at once, and people start talking. People start doing their crime investigation in England. They started to work things out. So now people are hurting. They're not comfortable with all this. They're not, guys. And they're hurting. So you're going to get definitely more stand-ups. I keep saying England's going to get stand-ups probably early next year. Cost of living is going through the roof is what I'm getting in England. It's bad. It's bad over there. And see, the thing is, what you got to remember, guys, it's not just us here on my channel, but people are looking at their government. They're looking at sushi like, why aren't you doing something? What are you doing to us? Why are you taking us down to nothing? See, the people waking up asking all these questions. Aren't you there to serve the people? Chucky, Prince Charles, aren't you there to serve the people? No, because they're all lining their little pockets, as we know. And obviously, well, I'm not going to say it. The people who, you know, made a lot of dollars out of the picky wheel, they're lining all their pockets. And all the global elites' pockets. So the little people are irrelevant, and people are seeing it now. People are seeing it as they become paupers and peasants with no voice. Like the little Lego people who just stand there and get put on the Lego board and don't say anything. How's the control of it all? Anyway, let's keep going. I'm getting Spain, Madrid, Portugal. I'm seeing fightbacks there. Cost of living is getting crazy in these regions now. It's showing me in these regions people are right down to their loose change now. They're just feeling lost. They're lost. They know they're being targeted. See, little people aren't stupid. Governments think people are stupid. They're not. They know they're being targeted. People in these areas know they're being targeted because they're down to the gold coins or silver coins. To just get their milk and bread, you know, all the basics, because there's no cash to do anything else. And it's really taking a toll on people. People are getting worn out. Because you think about it, when you're in a dire situation financially, this is globally, it takes all your thinking space up. Because you're living from week to week, you're living from pay to pay. It's a horrible feeling to think, oh my God, I'm getting behind in my bills. How am I ever going to catch up? Because I can't afford my groceries. I can't afford. Then people have to go and queue up at the bloody food banks or whatever they are with their coupons and all this stuff. More and more of this happening globally now. It's happening big time, and it's taking up people's energy and their mind and headspace. It's not healthy. It's not healthy. We know it's not healthy. And we know what it's going to cause: more depression, more blah, 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 exhaustion, people feeling overwhelmed, anxiety, all the things that are going to be rising up en masse as we keep talking about. So that's what I'm getting for those areas. They're feeling, well, I guess they're just living in struggle street now like all the rest of us around the globe. Let's see what else we got. No. Speaking of snoring, stop it. I'm getting that people are tired. People are exhausted. But see, it's the mental exhaustion. They can't catch up. They're getting very, very tired. And you think about when someone's constantly tired, if they're not sleeping well or they're worrying about everything, you know, your mind can get very active at night and you're not having good solid sleep. God, we all know how that feels on this channel when a lot of us started going through our awakening processes and our bodies started to play up on us. For example, I'm still on my valerian root tea. I know you guys have been having things to help you sleep. We've been having nana naps every day. Well, this is becoming global. It's saying epidemic, pandemic is the lack of sleep. Insomnia is a big thing now because people are worrying. They're freaking out. People are getting less sleep because some of them are probably having to juggle 2-3 jobs. You wouldn't know what's going on out there. But I am getting sleep depravity. And you think of sleep deprivation, it's like when you have a baby, if anyone out there's had a baby, and they feed 2 or 3 times a night, it's exhausting. You never get that sleep back, and you always feel constantly overtired, and you can't think clearly. It's like living in a fog, living in a blur. Well, that's starting to happen now for a lot of people. The insomnia is rising globally. Oh, sleep is everything. I say that to you guys here. Sleep is a part of our healing process too. whether it be physically, which we talk about a lot here, but it's also spiritually helps to take you to the next levels, because that's how you heal your traumas from the past, your burdens, all these things. Sleep helps you to relax and calm. It's the 6 to 8 hours that you just switch off from everything. But sadly now, a lot of people that are waking up, hey Spock, you all right? They're not switching. Oh, you all right? You hold my hand. You hold my hand? Nah, he's too tired. Oh, he doesn't even hold my hand. And you know he always does, guys. And Sophie, she's a good girl. There she is. She's a good girl. Yeah, so the insomniacs are rising. There's a lot of insomniacs. Hence, more people will probably turn to a bit more drink and pop a few pills to try and knock themselves out, a few Valium or whatever you call it, to try and navigate this mess. That's a huge thing that's on the rise now, lack of sleep. Isn't sleep great? I love getting sleep. It is the best. I buy my sleep tea and I put my valerian root tea and I diffuse it in it and sleep like a log. I love it. I panic if the valerian tea is getting low in the pouch because I'm like, God, I've got to get to the health shop and get some more. But do whatever you can, guys. I also do a bit of qigong before I go to bed too, and that's been helping too. We all do different things. Just keep experimenting, guys, because sleep rules. Sleep is everything. Sleep heals everything, is what the guides keep saying. All right. Gosh, I'm getting people in Australia, and I'm getting that they want to scream at Elbow. People have had enough of Elbow. And I think, to be honest, I know what this would be about. This would be about him jet setting all over the world. See, people in Australia are really struggling. We know they have been for a while, this financially and everything else. And he doesn't seem to care. He's more interested in his image and being on the global stage. And he makes out, like when they interview him, he makes out that this is more important, that, you know, Australia be on the global stage with all the trading with Xpeng in America and all this kind of submarine deals and all the rubbish that they do. But, you know, at the end of the day, what's he really doing for the little people? Because really, we know here, all the resources and everything, oh yeah, it might keep a few people in jobs, but it's all going in the big wigs' pockets, isn't it? It's not going, I don't think we're benefiting from any of these great big, relationships to do with resources and commodities. I don't think we're really gaining much from it, to be quite honest. And people are kind of seeing that now, the people waking up, they're realising it's just a giant transfer of wealth from one elite to the other, is what I'm getting. So people in Australia aren't happy about it. They can see what's going on. It's not just us here on my channel. I mean, we see it. We've seen it for ages. But the people waking up are now starting to see, oh, Elbow's jet setting around on his planes and he's flying here, there and everywhere. And remember I told you, the parliamentary leaders all meet in Canberra, which is an hour away from where I live. And heaps of people in Canberra have now got Teslas and electric cars. Heaps. I mean, we're talking heaps. And I noticed on Friday when I went to the vintage shops up there, guys, there was a Tesla car and no one had parked near it. It was like out on its own and everyone had parked right away from it. So I'd say people are waking up to the old potential of fires in the Teslas. But, you know, people are waking up. You know, they're all being told, and they've got a deadline in Canberra, actually. They got told, I think it was 2035. Their deadline is they have to be pretty much all on renewable electric cars. And they conform and comply there. We know what Canberra's like. It's like its own little country, city, whatever you want to call it. But Elbow can jet set all around the world and they've got to do as they're told. Like, it's crazy. See, double standard. So other people are seeing it. It's not just us, guys. We're not the only ones now with our eyes open and crystal glasses on. A lot of other people are starting to see the true story that was always hidden beneath the fake story, the clown show story. Well, they're starting to see the truths. It's so good. The bubbles of truth are popped come to the surface and they're spreading everywhere. Just bubbles. I'm seeing like mega millions and billions of bubbles just floating through the air, ready to pop and share the truth with the little people. It's great. Oh, look, Sprocket does look better, doesn't he? You do look better, sweetheart, doesn't he? He does. Oh, sorry, made him jump. He's a good boy. Hold my hand. Oh, he does look better. At least he's lifting his head up now this week, guys. Isn't it good? The diet's really helping. Oh, Sophie's got a big sharp burr in her paw. Oh, Sophie. Oh, my goodness, my dog's... He is better though. At least he's holding his head up, isn't he? Sorry, guys, I get distracted. There's been a lot going on. Okay. Let's see if there's one more thing and then we'll pull some cards. Oh, I'm getting Canada, I'm getting Turdo, and I'm getting, they're showing me visuals of troops, like soldiers marching. No, don't tell me Turdo's going to take this to the next level and really become China. But I am seeing these march pasts and military marches. I feel like Trudeau's trying to build his empire. I'm seeing Trudeau on the stairs, Turdo on the stairs, watching his soldiers marching by. I feel like he's trying to build his, oh no, this can't be good, his regime. I am seeing that. See, the thing is, we know he loves the, hello, sweetheart. They know he loves the dictator. We all know he loves the good boy. Good boy. We all know he loves the dictatorship. I don't. But now he wants to live it. See, he wants to build his empire. He wants this. He wants to be the leader. Oh, sorry, guys. This isn't good. So I'm seeing like march pasts, military march pasts. And it's really, what I'm getting is it's him showing off. Him showing off to the people that look at me, look what I'm creating. I've got the power. I'm in charge of this country, and he looks down on people. He's like flicking his hands like, oh, you poor people. You know, just watch. Look at the precision and the things I've created. That's what I'm getting. It sounds like, it is sounding like Panda, isn't it? Guys, which is a communist country if you are new. Yes, I'm seeing these military marches. They're going to become a thing of the future in Canada. And it's all Trudeau showing off his power and strength in government. And it's like the force, like this, if necessary, he's again highlighting to the little people and peasants and the fringe minority groups that, you know, if you step out of line, I've got a good military presence and we can just step on you and squash you again. That's what I'm getting. He's just such a dictator. Oh, I hope that doesn't happen, guys, but I am seeing military marches showing off his troops just to ensure that, you know, again, as we know here on the television that lies all the time, just, you know, scare the people, put fear in people so no one stands up against their government. It's just the same old thing in Canada. I think with most Canadians, though, that falls on deaf ears because no one has any respect for Trudeau. They just see him as a goof. He is a goof, isn't he? You know, and if you don't earn respect, you're not respected if you don't earn the respect. You've got to earn the respect to get respect back from other people. It's crazy. All right, how about we pull some cards, guys? Let's pull some Doreen Virtue for us today. Oh, my neck's sore today, still gone. I can hardly turn my head. What the hell? I don't know. It's just crazy stuff. We're all... Oh, 4 cards are falling on Sprocket's head. Everything's back to normal. He must be feeling better. He's not reacting at all. Oh, spiritual growth. There we go. There's our confirmation card. Spiritual growth. Arms open, wings up. Allowing, accepting. Even the clothing's like a little bit of a DNA kind of structure there to me. Spiritual growth. Yep, it's happening. Stay on your green brick road. I can hardly say it. Keep wanting to say yellow brick road. On your green brick road, your spiritual growth. in spiritual growth. It's showing me like a vine, like that Jack and the Beanstalk vine, just growing and growing and growing and growing. It's like this endless vine. Well, that's us. It's an endless, spiritual growth is an endless growth that you keep doing until you die. And then you probably keep going after that. I don't know what happens after that. I often ask the guides that, and they don't really tell me. Oh, study, there you go. So that's how you keep doing your spiritual growth, through study, which is learning, reading books, watching shows, learning off other people. Studying can be so many things, but it's like focusing on things you love, things that are important to you. You know, we're talking about that with you, Catherine. Get back to your books. That's what study is. Study is about learning. Doesn't mean you have to go to college and uni and do a course or anything. It just means you've got to keep learning. Learn from your experiences. Learn from your mistakes. All different ways to learn and focus. And I think that's the important one, is focus on what you do want, not what you don't want. We were talking about that the other day with Esther Hicks and things like that. Put your mind on what you do want. Don't focus on what you don't want, because you'll get more of it. But that's something that most of us here understand. The law of the universe. Put your thoughts on what you do want. Create what you do want. And focus clearly. See, to me, focus also, though, is about letting go as well. You know, you put your focus on something, but you also have to let it go. Because if you focus on it too hard, it can cause resistance. So it's a little bit of a delicate, fine balance when I think of focus. I'm just going to give you guys something to manifest. The guides are saying, give them something to manifest. Hang on a minute. Oh, I'm getting a windmill. You know, not a renewable windmill. One of those water windmills with that spin around. You know, the old-fashioned farmhouse ones with you got to manifest that in any form. It doesn't matter. It can be on a farm as you're driving along. It could be in a little garden shop. It could be in a book. It doesn't matter. So the old-fashioned, it's a windmill. It creates wind, doesn't it, to generate. Is it for the water supply? I'm not really sure. I live in the country and I don't even know. Oh, my God. Definitely not the new renewable wind farms. This is an old-fashioned windmill. You've got to manifest this week. Oh, my God. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm losing my mind. You know that I am. Let's pull an angel card for all of us, guys. Oh, the guides are throwing me out big time. All right, let's do this. Clarity. Close your eyes for a moment. Breathe in the blue of the sky. Feel a gentle Feel a gentle breeze flow through you. There is peace. There is clarity. A magical healing has just taken place. A gift from your guardian angels. Clarity is crucial. Oh, sorry guys. I got the dropsies. Clarity. And that's clarity in all areas of your life. That's clarity, just with clearing your path. It's clarity with keeping your mind decluttered, keeping your house and everything decluttered. We talk about that a lot because that helps you think clearer and emotions that connect to clutter. So clarity is so many things, and seeing clearly, making sure all your channels are clear. That's what I'm getting for that. And of course, I've got to get that song. I can see clearly now, the rain has gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. I'm just getting that song for us to finish off with today. All right, now I'm going to read my viewer cards. Yesterday I did Siv Afelt and at K, like I said, the letter K. And today I'm going to be pulling a card for Dreamt Lioness 1. So I'm going to pull you an Angel Answers card. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to get to everybody. We've got plenty of time, haven't we, guys? Thanks for all your feedback with your readings too, guys. It's really lovely to get some positive feedback and letting me know that I'm on track or how the reading is or if it was helpful. I do appreciate that. So thank you for also writing back to me. I do appreciate it. And we all learn from each other too, guys. Within the next few weeks. There you go. So I'm thinking you need to stop panicking. I'm feeling it panicking in your, saying like blood vessels. Like your blood vessels are flowing really rapidly, or there's blood circulating around your system really rapidly and fast within the next few weeks. And I'm feeling like you'll start to feel change in the next few weeks. You might be having a little bit of turbulent times at the moment. It's a little bit uncomfortable for you. But the guides are saying you're really growing as a person. Like you're really trying to improve your life. You're trying to make things happen. You're trying to gain wisdom and knowledge. And I think that's why we're getting the blood around the body. It's almost like you're going through like a blood transfusion. I mean, you may be, but I don't think so. I think this is more about you changing as a person. You think about it, when you have blood transfusion, all this new fresh blood comes into you. Well, that's what I'm getting for you, Dreamt Lioness. You're completely changing as a person. It's like you're getting fresh blood dripped through your system to make you feel stronger. It's like a detox. It's like a detox of the system. That's what I'm getting for you. And the guides are saying, like, don't worry, just let it unfold. Don't be fearful anymore. You're overthinking everything. I feel like you're overthinking everything. It's too much heaviness, like up this top part of your head. It's too busy. They're showing me like a circle going around your head with words and numbers and words and numbers and words and numbers and words and numbers. And it's just too full. Your brain's hurting because there's too much going on in your head. You need to do this, clarify. You need to start clearing things in your life. You really need to start clearing things in your life. I feel like you've got to start, it's saying participating in your clean out. And see, when I say clean out, whether that's cleaning out drawers, cleaning out fridges, cupboards, blah, 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 that's cleaning out your life of garbage and stuff that doesn't serve you anymore. You need to really hook in and get into it. Set a goal. Do 1 drawer a day. Simple. And that'll start to emotionally help you to also get this blood flowing kind of transition in your life, because it'll start to create movement. And then you'll feel fresh again. You'll feel fresh again. I feel like I'm getting these visuals of everything's a bit stale. A bit danky, a bit musty, a bit stale. That's what I'm getting for you, Dreamt Lioness. And what happens is it makes your lifestyle as well, because you feel like there's nothing more. But you can bring the joy into your life. Within the next few weeks, they're saying you could change everything around just like that, sister. That's what they're saying. If you are a girl, that is. That's what they're saying to me. You have the ability to turn things around. And it's showing me you with your hands under your legs, like your hands are tied, but they're not tied. You can pull your hands out at any time from underneath your legs and start creating. And that's what the guys are saying. Get back into your creativity. Get into your creativity. Start moving your hands again. It's showing me your hands are like really limp, not literally. They could be, the amount of aches, pains and ailments we're all going through. But they're saying get your hands moving again. Your hands are too tight. Like your hands are tight. It's like you're hanging on to something too tight. Let it go. Let yourself become supple again. Start moving things again. Start shifting things. Start changing things in your life. There's nothing wrong with change. We talk about change all the time here on my channel. Change is a healthy thing. I know sometimes we resist change and it can be really hard to face, but I feel like if you start changing things, it's showing me your chest opening up, your life opening up, your arms opening up. Everything in your life will open up for you the minute you start to create change. And by doing sometimes the decluttering and the physical stuff in our life, even changing our image, changing how we dress, changing what we wear, changing our hair, simple things can start to make your whole life very different. You'll be surprised how that momentum, it's like the rolling stone. It all gets moving and it gathers no moss because it's too active and it gets moving. That's what I'm getting for you, Dream Lioness. Start hooking in and getting those hands moving again and doing some active things in your life that change it. Soul expression card for you, Dreamt Lioness. anger. I respect myself for allowing my anger to rise. I honor myself by releasing it safely. And it's funny, you know, because I remember one time my mum started decluttering, and this just reminds me of it, and I helped her get rid of a lot of things from her past, which was when my dad, he was a bit of an aggro drunk, and there was a lot of beer steins and things like that, and it triggered the anger in her really bad. She took it out on me and got really vicious when we were decluttering. So perhaps this is something that may rise up in you. You may be harboring a bit of old anger and resentment and hurts from the past, but that's what the guides are saying. By doing this, Dreamt Lioness, you'll move through it. You'll face any challenges, but you've got to deal with the anger. Anger is past hurts for you. I'm just going to pull one more card for an outcome just to guide you a little bit. Diamond energy. Meditate with this card to feel the loving support of diamond energy. Again, clarity. I think of diamonds. I think of pure. I think of clarity. And that's your own energy. Get back in your own energy, strength, and power. And that's how you go about doing it. Tidying everything up in your life and changing and tidying everything up in your life. It's important. Make sure you do it. I want to know you've been doing it out there. We can all do that, can't we? Sometimes we have to declutter constantly because it goes hand in hand with reality, doesn't it? The next person I'm going to read is someone who's been with me for a little while too. Tenya V. Is that your name, Tenya? I'm going to pull you also an Angel's Answers card. Let's see what we get. It's funny, isn't it? Most of the readings have all been very different, haven't they, guys, if you've been watching? Take action. Oh. No more procrastination for you. You're a shining light. Just go with it. You're making a difference to other people's lives too. You to me, Tenya, are like this wellness camp for people. It's like they go to a wellness retreat, a wellness camp. When they're tired, it's like they come to you. I'm getting they like come to you for a cup of tea, and it's like going to a wellness retreat for a week. You must have this ability to just extract information out of people. You have a gift. I would say you have the gift of listening. People feel like they've really been heard when they've been around you. And I feel like you never sit idle. You're always very proactive in your life. You'll even reach out to people and give them the guidance that they need. Like I said, you're like this wellness camp. You're like a little health retreat. People find solace in you, and they feel a sense of calm around you, Tenya. You're very giving, you're very loyal, and you're very genuinely concerned. People can feel you're genuine concerned for their situations, their problems, their dilemmas. And it's not even saying that you solve their problems for them, but you lend a kind ear. And sometimes lending a kind ear is such a gift, Tenya. A lot of people aren't good at that. So that is something that you definitely have. You lend a kind ear to people, and it's not forced. You do it very, very easily. And people are aware of it. That's why I think they reach out to you as their health retreat. You're like the health retreat. You seem to have this way of getting, and this knack of getting people back on track. When they've fallen out of the apple cart or fallen off their bike or something like that, just in general, meaning their life, you have this way of helping them back up. You're like the person who picks up the bike and says, well, come on, let's get back on your bike and get riding again. Or, you know, pick up the apple cart. There's still lots of apples on it. You will always try and reach for the positive in any situation. And that's what people feel from you, Tenya. Your positive vibe and your upbeat soul and your kindness. Your kindness is a real strength. So you take action. You know how to get people moving. That's a beautiful gift to have, Tenya. Let's pull a soul expression card. Oh, the cards are jumping out everywhere. They're jumping. Thoughts. We had this the other day. I bring awareness to my thoughts. I release the negative ones. I nurture the positive, self-loving ones. So basically that card's saying bring kindness to yourself too. don't sit alone in your madness and contemplation of life. You get very strong thoughts, I think, that come into your... It's showing me like a very heavy, dense energy of thoughts. You have a very gluggy, dense energy of thought. It's showing me like your brows very heavy, like you might carry them at the front here. And that could be even around your third eye chakra too, but there's a real heavy, dense energy. Because sometimes you have trouble removing negative thoughts, I think, out of your mind because they don't sit well. Like, you know, they're not supposed to be there, but I think you have trouble shifting them. I'm just going to pull one more card around this for you, Tenya. Very heavy thoughts, inner knowing. There is an inner knowing inside of you. It's communicating with you. Listen, you are correct. So I feel like sometimes you might push those inner thoughts and inner knowing away. It's like it's too hard to deal with. Like, am I right? Am I wrong? Being indecisive. And this is about you. This isn't about everybody else. This is actually about you. And you even have, so you get this push-pull. You have this inner knowing that you're really strong, you're really aware, you're really on it. But then you also have this real dense, heavy energy that says, no, I'm stupid, I'm worthless, I'm of no value to people. I feel like you're torn between these two things because you've got the logical mind and then you've got this, what do you call it? It's probably the ego mind, we could call it. Most people would refer to it like that. But the ego mind's all false. It's actually not the truth. But for some reason, it's very embedded in your psyche and it sits here at the front of your head. Like, I'm not worthwhile, I'm not deserving, I can't do this, I'm scared, I'm fearful. And it's, sadly, it's overriding all of this beautiful, it's saying gifts that you actually have, Tenya. Just let me see. I'm going to pull one more because I need an answer for this. This is, front of my head is heavy. Like, very heavy. Yeah, grounded energy. Meditate with this card to feel the loving support of grounded energy. You got to start clearing your mind. I feel like you don't actually do that. I think you know you got to do that and you know how to do that, but I don't think you're actually doing it. I would say that you're just sitting in all this dense, heavy energy and you don't have to. You can lighten that load. You can actually sit outside under a tree, for example, and breathe for 10 minutes and that'll help to lighten that load, because it helps to shift that dense, heavy energy. It's almost like just putting a big cap on your head that's full of rocks. That's what I'm getting. But if you go outside, that's how you remove it. See, even my chest, my neck, I can feel that it's a real effort for you to do a big, deep breath, isn't it? You can't, like, that is a big effort for you. So I want you to go and ground your energy. Do whatever you can to ground. It might be you go swimming. You might enjoy swimming. Something to distract your mind and start getting the thoughts moving. They're all sitting like a pile of rocks at the front of your head, under a cap. It's like you put this cap on and the cap's full of rocks. Take the cap off. Even if you physically have to put a cap on your head and go and sit outside under a tree, take the cap off and put it on the ground and say, that heaviness doesn't serve me anymore, and put it down. And just say, I'm free of these heavy, dense energies. I don't need them. They don't belong, because they don't belong to you. They're not yours. You've picked them up along the way. I don't know what your childhood and your teenage years and that were like, but I feel like you've picked up rocks along the way. They're not just thoughts. They're like heavy rocks at the front of your head. Well, now it's time to actually just take them off. And the guides are saying it's as simple as that. You just go out and you physically pretend you're taking them off and they're gone, because they've never been yours. You don't own them. They're not yours to carry anymore. So I want you to go out and literally physically do that, Tenya. It's no different to the backpack analogy, the backpack of emotions. But this is like the cap of rocks is like weighing you down heavily, because they're not your thoughts, but you're still carrying them. You've got to let them go. They're other people's rocks. Gosh, even if you put some rocks in a hat, see, physically, you can do some of this work physically too. Put some rocks in a hat and then just throw them out. Go down near a creek and get a cap with some rocks in it and throw them into the creek. Get rid of them one by one. Say, that's not my stuff. That's not my stuff. That was someone else's. And I think if you look back over your life, you'll realise, as probably a lot of us here, I know I did, I took on a lot of my parents' energies, fears, all the nonsense, anxiety and all that. I realised, a while ago, and that's what the awakening is, that is not my stuff. It was their stuff. I was never like that. And it took me all these years to actually find myself again. That's what you've got to do, Tenya. I want to get the cap, get some rocks, and go and get rid of them. Just physically do it. I would physically do it because I think that's how you'll actually do it. And then just let it all go. And if that feeling comes back again, say in a few weeks or a few months, which it could do, that feeling of that heavy at the front of your forehead again, just go and do it again. That means there's more to shift. That's how I'd be doing it. I'd actually literally get the rocks out of the cap and throw them and get rid of them. You have to physically do it in your case, Tenya. Because you could be more of a visual person. Everybody's different. Some people can just imagine it and do it in their mind. But I feel with you, this is heavy enough at the front that you have to physically remove stuff from your life now. And they're even showing me maybe you could even buy yourself or make yourself a pet rock and just have the one like rock. But it's a soft, kind rock that you talk to that's like a pet rock to replace all these other rocks. Bring something in that resonates with you because it's going to be different, a different energy. That's just what, and sometimes you could hold it if it's a very smooth rock with eyes or a name, you might name it. And just replace the rocks with something that's more like you is what I'm getting. Well, that's a weird one, Tenya. All right, I'll see if there's anything else to close with today, guys. I'm getting that Madonna song today. Star bright, starlight, first star I see tonight. Starlight, star bright. Oh, that's a cute song. I like that song. It's beautiful, isn't it? No, Madonna. Oh, Madonna. She's always entertaining. I'm getting this song, Get Down on It. Baby, baby, get down on it. If you want a feeling, get down on it. I don't know who sings it. Who sings it? Get down on it. Can we get some old, how you want to do it if you really don't want to dance? But get that on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. I hear all you people saying. Oh, we get old music here, guys. Bear with us. I don't know why we get the music. Sometimes we just do. So I just share it with you. In case it means something to you guys. Sometimes it's just a memory or a flashback to the past. Hang on. No, I'm getting that song by Stevie Nicks, The Gypsy. And the gypsy still remains, broken hearted, na na na. God have no fear, and only love, and why was a child, and the gypsy still remains. We get so much Fleetwood Mac here. It's a cool song though. Because I think we are a little bit like gypsies, aren't we? We do our own thing. We're kind of happy in our own company, a lot of us here. We are gypsies. We do flitter around in the background a little bit, don't we, guys? I don't think anyone could deny that. All right, I'm going to leave you with that song today, The Gypsy by Stevie Nicks, Fleetwood Mac. All right, have a wonderful day, everybody. Take care, look after yourself, and I will come in and talk to you tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Don't forget, like buttons, subscribe, and please comment down below. And I'll say goodbye from Sophie and Sprocket. You probably want to see them. There's Sophie. Say goodbye, Sophie. Good girl. And there's Spocky. Where is he? There he is. Oh, a big close-up of his nose. There you are. He's feeling a bit better. All right, I'm going to say goodbye from Australia, and we'll talk to you very soon. Take care, everyone. Bye from me and the doggos. Bye.